my wife was diagnosed with a terminal disease. And I needed something to calm my nerves, and I remembered alcohol would do just the job. I started drinking at the age of 16, and that immediately I knew I had a problem because I was a blackout drinker. So I knew that wasn't normal. So for the first 12 years of my drinking career, I tried to manage and control. And I didn't know about Alcoholics Anonymous, recovery, or any of that. Eventually in 1986, my family pulled an intervention on me, and I went into a hospital situation for 90 days. And they talked about recovery and they talked about AA, but I wasn't into the AA thing at all. But the only thing I learned from that experience was I had an allergy to alcohol. So I just stopped drinking, right? If you're allergic to peanuts, you just don't eat peanuts, right? Same with alcohol. I said, well, I just won't use it. So it worked okay for the next 20 years. I got married 2 years later. My wife had 2 children. We had 2 more. And in 20 years, exactly to the date almost, in 2006, my wife was diagnosed with a terminal disease. And I needed something to calm my nerves, and I remembered alcohol would do just the job. I figured after 20 years of abstinence, it would be easy to manage and control all those things that went wrong last time I was drinking and using. The book of AA says if you ever stop for any time at all and you start again, it's like you never stopped. And that's pretty much what I found out. So it was back to the blackouts, back to losing cars, being sick in the mornings, swearing it off, in the afternoon or the next morning. The manageability just was the same. Nothing had changed. I managed along for the next 16 years, still drinking and using. Part of it was kept in check because I was taking care of my wife, who was terminally ill, and I had to come home and take care of her. So I would have like a beer on the way home, and then that was it. But if I got somebody else to watch her, then I might go off of the deep end a little bit. After she passed away in 2018, I said, I need to stop. That this is, I don't have that weight on my shoulders anymore, so it's time to give it up. And I could not put 2 days together. So I found a rehab house in the area, and I went there for 30 days, and they said, when this is done, we suggest you continue with an IOP, and that's when I found Aspire. And that I came in just before Thanksgiving in 2022, and I completed the program January 31st of 2023. I got the sponsor, did the steps. I go to book studies. 3 years, I'll have 3 years this Saturday of sobriety. And if you told me 3 years ago that I'd be going to more than 7 meetings a week, I'd say you're crazy. There's no way I'm going to go to more than 7 meetings a week. And now I go to more than 7 meetings a week because I go to 2 meetings on Monday, 2 on Friday, sometimes 2 on Saturday. Anything that pops up, I might just go check it out. And it's not just the meetings. I heard a saying once in the rooms, it's not the meetings you make, it's the steps you take. And it's those 12 spiritual steps of Alcoholics Anonymous that I found has got me closer to the God that I thought I had in my life all along. So that's a good point, because there's 2 things that I resisted, or actually I was looking for when I decided to come back into this program. And I was looking to reconnect with my God, and I was looking for the fellowship. And I didn't really think I was a fellowship person. I wasn't a joiner. I wasn't on any teams. And I just figured things out for myself. And I found that fellowship has been instrumental. I'll get to meetings a half an hour early for what we call the meeting before the meeting. And you get to know the people in the rooms, and you get to know what their lives are about. And it's not that we solve all the problems of the world, but we realize we're not terminally unique, that we all of us have the same issues, and we all deal with them in different ways. And sometimes sharing your experience can help someone else, their eyes open, so to speak. So my love of IOP is actually the new people, because they don't know, they're not sure, they're just starting this journey. And I don't know if I really have a problem. It's just that one night, or it's just that person, you know. We're always tending to blame our issues on other people and things. And program has taught me that we're responsible for ourselves. We're our own worst enemy, that our misery is of our own making. And I can't tell them what their problem is, but I can tell them what my problem was and how I dealt with it and how I got to see the light. And I've helped several people in these rooms and elsewhere, their eyes open up to this thing we call addiction. You know, when I talk to new people especially, I like to let them know that there is a problem, and you know, I can show you what the problem is, and it's something we really can't control because it is a disease. It's the way our mind works with our body, and that there is a solution, and the solution comes in many forms. My solution has been this IOP at Aspire, and to be a member of the Alcoholics Anonymous. And the solution is to embark on this spiritual journey. It's not about sobriety. Sobriety is just an indication of the issues. The drugs and alcohol is just our symptom. It's not our problem. So once we get rid of the drugs and alcohol, now we're forced to face our symptoms, right? So if we stay in the problem, we continue drinking and using, that pain that we're trying to push away is still there. It just goes to waste. But if I go into the solution and I start to analyze that pain and talk about it, now I can use that to help others. And again, that's part of the solution. So there is a way, and it's not all that difficult. You just got to be committed to taking action. That's really what it is.